अपडेट्स या सबसे डिटेल्ड स्टैट्स,
क्रिकेट के अंदर बाहर की खबरें
या हेल्दी डिबेट्स,
सबसे एक्यूरेट एनालिसिस
या फैंस का क्रेज, सबके लिए एक ही प्लेटफॉर्म, क्योंकि क्रिकेट मतलब क्रिकेट नेक्स्ट।
Hello, everyone. You're watching Cricket Next, and we are here back again. Well, very good session. We saw good batting, we saw good bowling as well, but we were expecting 215 in total. But right now, when we have taken this tea break, England are 215 for 8. Well, 107 runs for 5 in this session. And let's hear it out from Jamie Alder and Chetan Narula. What do they think of this session? I'll first up go to Chetan. He's there in Hyderabad. Chetan, you're watching the match live out there. How do you see this session? Because Jamie Towers, we were expecting 215 in total, but right now we are standing at that mark. So how do you see this?
Well, जब you have somebody like Ben Stokes batting at one end, so up you can say he's going to make sure that England will get a little more 20-25 run, 30-40 run, depend करेगा. So I think that's what they've done. They've gone in rescue mode. They've gone in कि आप कितने ज़्यादा run add कर सकते हो end में.
Yep.
And they've got a couple of small partnerships going. They still have a couple more wickets to go.
Yeah.
So it's not baseball, but it's like कि आप जितने मर्जी run ले सकते हो ले लो.
Yeah. But you rightly mentioned, Chetan, that how Ben Stokes is very important for the England team. Jamie, how do you see? And till what score do you see that England will be having fun out there? Because right now Ben Stokes is there and he's been playing well. So he started off slow, obviously. He wasn't playing that baseball sort of cricket, but he is there and he looks settled right now.
I mean, look, 200 was never going to be enough to really challenge India, but once it gets to that 250, 260 mark, that's when I think we can all agree things do get tricky. And as long as Ben Stokes is there, he's going to do things. He's not had to start being aggressive until Mark Wood came out, and I get it. I mean, Mark Wood averages some 17, 18 in Test cricket, but he plays one way, right? They were saying on commentary, I think it was Mr. Gavaskar was just saying like 3-4 balls before the break, "Hey, these guys don't play for breaks anymore." It's like if the ball is there to be hit, we'll hit. Is that baseball? I don't think so. I mean, most tail enders who fancy themselves, Umesh Yadav comes to mind. चार गेंदे हैं या 40 मिनट, we're going to bat in one way. So 215 is decent. Like Chetan said, it's not baseball, but the way Ben Stokes, and let's face it, Ben Stokes, the best of Ben Stokes comes out when he's batting with the tail. And right now he's got Mark Wood. Jack Leach has got a highest of 92. So it's not like they're like our tail who cannot bat after number 9. These guys can hang around. So very, very crucial. Still, India definitely on top. But I think the fact that, like we discussed in the lunch break show, teams that come to India and consistently get 100 runs in a session, it just shows that India have not been anywhere near as ruthless as many of us would have expected them to be.
Yeah, absolutely. Because, this was a very, very important session. And the way 107 runs have come out from this session, it means that somewhere or the other, Indian bowlers haven't nailed it down in this session. But, Chetan, are we expecting a 10th session now? Posty?
Look, the pitch is already turning. ठीक है, already आपको turn मिल रहा है, already आपको low bounce मिल रहा है. इंडिया ने फोर्थ बैटिंग करनी है यहाँ पे, सो वी हैव टू फिगर आउट अ वे टू रिस्ट्रिक्ट देम टू 250. अगर 250 के पार चला जाता है तो आई थिंक इंडिया विल स्टार्ट वरीइंग. देन इंडियाज फर्स्ट इनिंग्स विल बिकम वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. सो फॉर मी 250 इज अ मैच विनिंग स्कोर ऑन दिस पिच. वो डिपेंड करेगा कि इंग्लैंड कैसे बॉलिंग कर रहा है. रिमेंबर दे हैव 3 स्पिनर्स, दे हैव जो रूट, एंड इंडिया डजंट हैव. ऑब्वियसली आप घर पे खेल रहे हो तो आप एक्सपेक्ट करोगे कि all the youngsters can play, everybody can play. But it's a turning wicket. India lacks a bit of experience in the middle order. So for me, 250 is a very very good score. A normal pitch पे it would have been equal to 400. Normal pitch पे baseball के हिसाब से it would have been 500. For me, 250 is a very very good score. The ball has been turning from the first hour. Jadeja ko, he's been getting rip and turn. Akshar Patel has been getting it. Ashwin has been getting it. So it'll depend. For me, 250 is a very good score. It will depend a lot on how India's top four batters bat.
No, definitely. It'll be a lot on India's top order, but right now we're just a couple of wickets away, and Stokes is there, and that's one very important thing. Taos, welcome to the live session. Taos, we were just talking about, how we were expecting the session to be, and how it has turned out to be 107 runs in this session, 5 wickets. First of all, tell me, how will you sum this session? Do you think that England had an upper hand in this session, or the other way around?
I would say again, even Stevens, evenly balanced, because I mean, if you saw the first session, 3 wickets had fallen, they had crossed 100. Now they have crossed that 200-run mark, which is quite good, decent. I mean, we have been talking about the 250-run mark, which is the par score over here. A winning total, it could be a winning total with with the way wicket is turning. With the way these guys are struggling, batters are struggling. These are the best batters right now. I mean, look at this guy, Joe Root, the way he got out, top edge, he was trying to sweep the ball. So it's completely unpredictable. आप यहाँ से कुछ prediction नहीं कर सकते, कुछ यहाँ से आप जैसा मन चाहे batting नहीं कर सकते. आपको you have to go with the flow, you have to go with the time. So exactly, I mean, right now, if you look at the whole scenario, we've got 8 wickets. We thought that they might collapse, but luckily they have 2 wickets left. So they have another chance to get some more runs. They might, if they get 250, good. 249 is also not bad. 245 is also not bad. Now that they have crossed 200, so they are up. They have the upper hand right now, looking at the wicket. So England must be. I mean, see, from here on, it is all bonus, nothing else. It is all bonus. Yeah. I mean, these guys could have got the way this guy Johnny Bairstow got out. That was a peach of a delivery from Akshar Patel, and I was surprised coming from Akshar Patel. Normally, Jadeja get these kind of wickets. Beats the batsman, takes the bail off stump. Amazing. So England has got the upper hand, but then here 2 more wickets. Let's not give them away the runs, because here it's a winning total right now. So India,
okay.
as I told you earlier, India will have to bat. So tough situation right now.
It is. Chetan, you want to go ahead?
I'll just answer this question. Has India let it slip? I don't think they have let it slip. आप पूरी तरीके से विकेट को तब तक जज नहीं करोगे जब तक दोनों टीमें उसको बैटिंग नहीं कर लेती हैं. ऑब्वियसली हमें टर्न और स्पिन और ग्रिप वो नजर आ रहा है, और इंग्लैंड ने 3 स्पिनर खिलाए हैं, कुछ देखकर ही खिलाए हैं, कुछ सोचकर ही खिलाए हैं. 3.5 स्पिनर गिन लो अगर आप जो रूट को काउंट करते हो तो. ऑन दिस पिच ही विल प्रोबब्ली गेट सम टर्न, गेट दैट बाउंस. ऑलरेडी रफ बनना शुरू हो गया है. सो it's tough to judge a pitch before both teams have batted, but there is no doubt that India needs to bat very very well in the first innings. First innings में आपको जो बनाना है बनाना होगा. अगर आपका deficit आ गया first innings में, मैच गया, because you can't bat 4th on this pitch. That's almost, it's not going to improve. It's not a pitch which is going to improve for batting. So from that perspective, I'm not going to say they've let it slip. हाँ, अगर इंग्लैंड 275 300 पहुंच जाता है, बेन स्टोक्स एकदम से पगला जाते हैं और ऐसे खेल देते हैं जैसे पता नहीं क्या हो गया है. Every run, for me 250 is the limit, which is still a very good score, but every run beyond 245 250 is going to be very very costly.
Yeah. And you're right there, Chetan, because I remember in the pre-match show as well, Taos said the same, Jamie said the same. So 250 is that limit. Thank you so much, Chetan, for joining with us. Would love to hear from you in the next break. Well, Jamie, I want to know about the bowlers as well. The way Jadeja, Akshar and Ashwin are bowling. Jadeja has 3 to his name, Akshar and Ashwin 2 each. How do you see India's bowling so far?
Oh, it's very, very good. I mean, I'm not going to say, I think the last question was, have they let it slip? No, they've not let it slip, and Chetan rightly outlined it. But the point is, from the time the 7th wicket fell, when Bumrah came back, they've added 60 runs. So agar Ben Stokes and Tom Hartley or Abhi Mark Wood kuch 10-12 गेंदें खेल चुके होंगे, if these guys have put on 60 for the loss of just 1 wicket, it definitely raises hopes of that 275, 280, which is very, very dangerous, It is going to get tougher. Chetan just outlined it. So look, I think it was a comment from Amandeep, if I'm not mistaken, when the three of us were there. He said
Yeah,
215 all out. The score is about where we thought, but wo jo ek wicket baki, I'm talking about Ben Stokes,
yeah,
very, very dangerous because, I mean, as far as I've seen Ben Stokes in his long test career, the best of him comes out when he's batting in tough conditions with the tail. हाँ ball घूम रही है, ball. Akshar Patel is very pace, whatever little pace he has,
yeah.
very, very well. But 60 runs for the loss of one wicket with one guy who's one test match old, one guy who's on debut, and that Jack Leach to come, it's getting into that very, very dangerous territory. And I just cannot underline, Suramya, teams that come and take 100 runs off India per session, they're doing something very, very good. So,
Yeah.
going to be a fascinating 2 hours iske baad also.
Absolutely, because if we see the way Ben Stokes played, right now he has made some 40 odd runs of 66 balls, and at one stage he had made only 12 runs of 44, 45 balls. So he took his time. He didn't go with that baseball show from the very first ball itself. He took his time. He gave the strike to the other batter out there, and then he is doing what he was supposed to do, and he's continuing to do so as well. But we have a question for you both about the LBW review. I'll first go to Taos. He's asking, what about the LBW review? India only have one review left now. Do you think it was a poor decision?
See, I missed out. Jamie, if you could elaborate on it, I missed out on the dismissal.
This was the review. This was the second one, not the Joe Root one. Who was batting on this one? Was it Stokes? This was the one which there was a slight spike on it. I think no.
Yeah, it was for Stokes.
I forgot who was batting. Yeah, for Stokes. Stokes.
Yeah.
See, look, it's not the first time that Rohit Sharma has slightly, or for that matter, even Virat Kohli. What happens is with these margin calls, it becomes very, very tough. So sometimes you're not sure what to do. You see that wickets are falling. It's a massive one. I understand where Dinesh is coming from, but I think ever since this WTC popped up and the ball has been staying up and down, we've seen ample things. Sports fan is saying ultra edge. Yes, there was a spike, but again, I'm not going to be harsh on Rohit because look, when you've got a team 7-8 down, you want to keep doing things. Understandable. I'm not sure about Ultra Edge working properly. I didn't notice anything untoward like that. So maybe if sports fan can elaborate.
He's mentioning about that first session review, right, where there were multiple spikes that came in.
You're talking about the first one? The Joe Root. See, Joe Root was first session. Ben Stokes was second session. Which one is he talking about?
I think sports fan is talking about Joe Root because after that only Ultra Edge not working properly.
The Joe Root one, that was a poor one. That I was surprised. The second one I'm not so surprised about. The Joe Root one was poor because he went all the way forward. Or Joe Root अक्सर sweep पे out नहीं होते. So yeah, if you're talking about the first one, that one was poor. Yeah.
Okay. Can we get the next question? Oh, this one's for Jamie. Which spinner underbowled this session?
Look, it depends what you mean by underbowled. Has Ashwin taken a wicket? Ujjwal saying Ashwin didn't bowl. Look, Ashwin has gone for about around 3.5 per, in this spell. Jadeja has gone for 8 in this spell, but he's got a wicket. So it sort of depends कि आप किस नजरिए से इनको judge कर रहे हैं. Ashwin has not got a wicket, but in this spell he's gone for 35 runs in 10 overs. Jaddu has gone for 32 in 4. That's 8 runs per over. So to my mind, he's the bowler who's bowled poorly. अगर आप 8 रन पर ओवर दे रहे हो एक स्पेल में और आपका नाम रविंद्र जडेजा है तो आप खराब बॉलिंग कर रहे हैं लेकिन maybe you're judging him by the fact that he's got the wicket of Tom Hartley. So I'm not going to be too critical. If Ashwin is not getting a wicket every 10 overs, to my mind, it doesn't mean he's bowled badly. I think we have to also give credit to how, like I said, इतना dangerous ये साबित हो सकता है कि रेहान अहमद के आउट होने के बाद 60-65 रन इन लोगों ने जोड़ा है. So yes, like I said earlier, India have been flat. But I don't think any of the spinners have bowled poorly at all. No.
Okay, so we'll take one last question and then we will end this live session because match is about to begin. This question is about Siraj. Do we need to play Siraj more now instead of Bumrah when the pace opportunity comes up? Jamie, would you
Not
like
to
to take
my
this?
mind. I think all three of us uh, we discussed this. Siraj was
Yeah,
really poor today. Bumrah in his first spell, 4 overs, one made in 12 runs. That's par for the course. Got a second spell, might be his last spell. Got a wicket. Siraj
yeah,
4 overs, 28 runs. That's very poor. I know we've all discussed at length कि सिराज का स्किल क्या है, लेकिन अगर आप इन दोनों को नाप रहे हो, Bumrah is leagues ahead of Mohammad Siraj. I would not play Mohammad Siraj again. I would just, if the tracks are going to be like this, Bumrah, bring in Kuldeep, four spinners.
yeah,
Absolutely.
definitely. Yeah. So yes, that was that. We were just talking about what all happened after the lunch, and right now we'll be looking forward to what will happen after tea. So this is going to be post tea session. It's going to be really very important because Ben Stokes is there, and India will be hunting for those two important wickets. Let's see what will happen. Thank you so much, Jamie and Taos, for joining with me, and thank you so much everyone for your questions.
फास्टेस्ट क्रिकेट स्कोर अपडेट्स या सबसे डिटेल्ड स्टैट्स
क्रिकेट के अंदर बाहर की खबरें,
या हेल्दी डिबेट्स
सबसे एक्यूरेट एनालिसिस,
या फैंस का क्रेज, सबके लिए एक ही प्लेटफॉर्म, क्योंकि क्रिकेट मतलब क्रिकेट नेक्स्ट।